All right, everyone, break's over. I hope you enjoyed the international action, but now it's time to get back to MLS. It is a crucial final 2 weekends. Jonah Friedman here with Nick Rossano. We're here for last call to count down the top 5 games of the weekend. We're starting with number 5 up in Vancouver. It's the last Cascadia Cup match of the season, and everything's on the line for both of these teams.
Yeah. Win for Portland, and they've clinched the Cascadia Cup. Unfortunately for Portland, haven't won on the road this year. So it's a tall order over at BC Place, especially with Vancouver thumping Chivas USA 4-0, what seems like ages ago. Camilo was looking great in that one, so expect Vancouver to win and clinch a playoff spot and hand the Cascadia Cup to Seattle for the 3rd time in a row.
Yeah, we'll see if the Timbers have anything to say about that. That is on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can catch it on MLS Live.
And next up on our list, we have Seattle hosting FC Dallas.
Yeah, and FC Dallas cannot worry about that Vancouver-Portland game because they really need the Whitecaps to lose to stay in this one. They trail Vancouver by 4 points for that final playoff spot in the West. And really, this game is not coming at a great time for Dallas. They're going to be missing Breck Shea, most likely, who's been injured what seems like all season. They're probably going to be missing Jackson. Julian de Guzman, who's coming back from that awful Canada game, is missing this one to yellow card accumulation. That means Daniel Hernandez is back in the lineup, their captain. It's a good emotional lift, but it's going to be a tough one for Dallas heading up to Seattle in this one. Seattle has not allowed a goal in 330 straight minutes, and it's going to be tough for them to crack that one. But it is a crucial game for Seattle as well because they're only up on the Galaxy by 3 points, and Galaxy on the tiebreaker on them. So they cannot afford to look past this one because they're playing the Galaxy next weekend.
You can catch that one on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, and there will be a live chat on MLSsoccer.com.
Number 3, DC United can erase several seasons of hurt for their fans when they host Columbus.
And it's winning they're in for United. It's as simple as that. They've rallied really well after that devastating injury to Dwayne De Rosario. They've picked up 13 of the last 15 points on offer, and the Crew, on the other hand, really need to win this one to stay in the playoff race, especially if Houston wins against Philadelphia. They trail by 1 point, but if they don't pick up points here, they can kiss the playoffs goodbye. And it's kind of shocking. Federico Higuain, after that great start he had to his Crew career, has now gone 6 games without picking up a goal or an assist, and the Crew have not beaten a playoff team since they beat Sporting Kansas City back in July. So there's going to be a capacity crowd at RFK Stadium, and they'll be looking for something to celebrate.
Big Eastern match in this one. That is on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on MLS Live.
And number 2 on our list, another big Eastern Conference showdown, New York hosts Sporting Kansas City.
And these two teams should know each other pretty well at this point. This will be the 3rd matchup between them in the last 7 weeks, and each time they've met, it's been for the top of the Eastern Conference. Well, not this time. Sporting Kansas City are on a 10-match unbeaten streak, and they head into this one extremely confident, especially since they have handed the Red Bulls their only loss at Red Bull Arena this season. It was exactly a month ago. It was a 2-0 hurting. Sporting scored twice in the first 20 minutes and pretty much stunned the Red Bulls and their fans. The Red Bulls right now, they're in trouble. They are looking almost like they could be slipping out of the playoff chase, and that's not something you want this late in the season. Hans Baca has to shuffle his back line again. He's going to be missing Brandon Barklage. Wilman Conde is out to personal reasons. But the good news is the attack looks like it should be okay. Tim Cahill is going to be starting in this one. In the back once again, though, Baca has not decided whether he's going to start Luis Robles or Bill Gaudet in goal. But they've got to figure this one out in a hurry because Sporting Kansas City coming here riding a head of steam. The only big loss that they're going to have in this one is they're missing Roger Espinoza. That's okay. They've got Paulo Nagamura. They've got Julio Cesar. They've got Oriol Rosell to step in. But this is can't miss, and New York's got to get a result here.
You can catch that one on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern on MLS Live.
Number 1, it is the final, regular season at least, matchup of the California Clasico as the San Jose Earthquakes host the LA Galaxy.
And it's going to be a wild one at Buck Shaw. This one's following the groundbreaking ceremony on the Earthquakes' new stadium. They're looking to clinch the first Supporters' Shield since 2005, and they could already have it if Sporting failed to beat New York. It would be pretty sweet for them to clinch against their hated rivals, the Galaxy, who are looking to stay out of that 4th place in the Western Conference and avoid the play-in game. However, they are going to be without Landon Donovan. Though the Earthquakes have some injury questions of their own, Simon Dawkins and Justin Morrow both listed as probable, but Iko Para questionable. We could see that lineup that started the season so well for the Quakes with Justin Morrow in the center of defense if he's good to go. The Galaxy still without AJ De La Garza, and Chris Wondolowski will be hoping to take advantage of that. He's 2 goals away from tying Roy Lassiter's single-season scoring record Lassiter will be in attendance, and that would only be a feather in the cap for the Earthquakes at what promises to be a very exciting night at Buckshot Stadium.
That is on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is on Galavision. Lots of great action this weekend. Make sure you check on the site all weekend for recaps and reactions from these games and all the rest. We'll check back with you on Monday. Enjoy the games.